This stop is Lefferts Boulevard Air Train Station. Next stop, Linden Boulevard and 79th Street. Transfer available to BN5. This stop is Linden Boulevard and 79th Street. Next stop, Linden Boulevard and Emerald Street. This stop is Linden Boulevard and Emerald Street. Next stop, Linden Boulevard and Drew Street. Transfer available to B14. This stop is Linden Boulevard and Drew Street. Next stop, Linden Boulevard and Eldert Lane. Transfers available to B13, B14 and B20. This stop is Linden Boulevard and Eldert Lane. Next stop, Linden Boulevard and Sheridan Avenue. Transfer available to B14. This stop is Linden Boulevard and Sheridan Avenue. Next stop, Linden Boulevard and Autumn Avenue. This stop is Linden Boulevard and Autumn Avenue. Next stop, Linden Boulevard and Crescent Street. This stop is Linden Boulevard and Crescent Street. Next stop, Linden Boulevard and Euclid Avenue. Transfer available to Q8. This stop is Linden Boulevard and Euclid Avenue. Next stop, Fountain Avenue and Linden Boulevard. Transfer available to Q8. This stop is Fountain Avenue and Linden Boulevard. Next stop, Fountain Avenue and Hickman Avenue. This stop is Fountain Avenue and Hickman Avenue. Next stop, Dumont Avenue and Fountain Avenue. This stop is Dumont Avenue and Fountain Avenue. Next stop, Dumont Avenue and Milford Street. This stop is Dumont Avenue and Milford Street. Next stop, New Lots Avenue and Berryman Street. This stop is New Lots Avenue and Berryman Street. Next stop, New Lots Avenue and Linwood Street. This stop is New Lots Avenue and Linwood Street. Next stop, New Lots Avenue and Ashford Street. Transfers available to the 3 train, B6 Limited and B84. This stop is New Lots Avenue and Ashford Street. Next stop, New Lots Avenue and Barbie Street. This stop is New Lots Avenue and Barbie Street. Next stop, New Lots Avenue and Hendricks Street. Transfer available to B83. This stop is New Lots Avenue and Hendricks Street. Next stop, New Lots Avenue and Miller Avenue. This stop is New Lots Avenue and Miller Avenue. Next stop, New Lots Avenue and Wyona Street. This stop is New Lots Avenue and Wyona Street. Next stop, New Lots Avenue and Pennsylvania Avenue. Transfer available to B20. This stop is New Lots Avenue and Pennsylvania Avenue. Next stop, New Lots Avenue and Sheffield Avenue. This stop is New Lots Avenue and Sheffield Avenue. Next stop, New Lots Avenue and Williams Avenue. This stop is New Lots Avenue and Williams Avenue. Next stop, New Lots Avenue and Van Sinderen Avenue. Transfer available to the L train. This stop is New Lots Avenue and Van Sinderen Avenue. Next stop, New Lots Avenue and Powell Street. This stop is New Lots Avenue and Powell Street. Next stop, New Lots Avenue and Christopher Avenue. This stop is New Lots Avenue and Christopher Avenue. Next stop, Hickman Avenue and Watkins Street. Transfers available to B35 and B35 Limited. This stop is Hickman Avenue and Watkins Street. Next stop, Hickman Avenue and Thetford Avenue. This stop is Hickman Avenue and Thetford Avenue. Next stop, Hickman Avenue and Chester Street. Transfers available to B8 and B60. This stop is Hickman Avenue and Chester Street. Next stop, Hickman Avenue and Thomas S. Boylan Street. This stop is Hickman Avenue and Thomas S. Boylan Street. Next stop, East 98th Street and Hickman Avenue. This stop is East 98th Street and Hickman Avenue. Next stop, East 98th Street and Lott Avenue. This stop is East 98th Street and Lott Avenue. Next stop, East 98th Street and Legion Street. This stop is East 98th Street and Legion Street. Next stop, East 98th Street and Riverdale Avenue. Transfer available to B7. This stop is East 98th Street and Riverdale Avenue. Next stop, East 98th Street and Livonia Avenue. This stop is East 98th Street and Livonia Avenue. Next stop, East 98th Street and Dumont Avenue. This stop is East 98th Street and Dumont Avenue. Next stop, East 98th Street and Blake Avenue. Transfer available to B47. This stop is East 98th Street and Blake Avenue. Next stop, Ralph Avenue and Sutter Avenue. Transfer available to the 3 train. This stop is Ralph Avenue and Sutter Avenue. Next stop, Ralph Avenue and East New York Avenue. Transfers available to B12 and B14. This stop is Ralph Avenue and East New York Avenue. Next stop, Ralph Avenue and Eastern Parkway. Transfer available to B14. This stop is Ralph Avenue and Eastern Parkway. Next stop, Ralph Avenue and St. John's Place. Transfers available to B45 and B65. This stop is Ralph Avenue and St. John's Place. Next stop, Buffalo Avenue and St. John's Place. This stop is Buffalo Avenue and St. John's Place. Next stop, Buffalo Avenue and Prospect Place. This stop is Buffalo Avenue and Prospect Place. Next stop, Buffalo Avenue and St. Mark's Avenue. This stop is Buffalo Avenue and St. Mark's Avenue. Next stop, Bergen Street and Buffalo Avenue. This stop is Bergen Street and Buffalo Avenue. Next stop, Bergen Street and Rochester Avenue. This stop is Bergen Street and Rochester Avenue. Next stop, Bergen Street and Utica Avenue. Transfer available to B46. This stop is Bergen Street and Utica Avenue. Next stop, Bergen Street and Schenectady Avenue. This stop is Bergen Street and Schenectady Avenue. Next stop, Bergen Street and Troy Avenue. This stop is Bergen Street and Troy Avenue. Next stop, Troy Avenue and Dean Street. This stop is Troy Avenue and Dean Street. Next stop, Troy Avenue and Atlantic Avenue. This stop is Troy Avenue and Atlantic Avenue. Next stop, Troy Avenue and Fulton Street. Transfer available to B25. This stop is Troy Avenue and Fulton Street. Next stop, Lewis Avenue and Bainbridge Street. This stop is Lewis Avenue and Bainbridge Street. Next stop, Lewis Avenue and McDonough Street. This stop is Lewis Avenue and McDonough Street. Next stop, Lewis Avenue and Halsey Street. Transfer available to B26. This stop is Lewis Avenue and Halsey Street. Next stop, Lewis Avenue and Jefferson Avenue. This stop is Lewis Avenue and Jefferson Avenue. Next stop, Lewis Avenue and Madison Street. This stop is Lewis Avenue and Madison Street. Next stop, Lewis Avenue and Gates Avenue. Transfer available to B52. This stop is Lewis Avenue and Gates Avenue. Next stop, Lewis Avenue and Green Avenue. This stop is Lewis Avenue and Green Avenue. Next stop, Lewis Avenue and Lafayette Avenue. Transfers available to B38 and B38 Limited. This stop is Lewis Avenue and Lafayette Avenue. Next stop, Lewis Avenue and DeKalb Avenue. Transfers available to B38 and B38 Limited. This stop is Lewis Avenue and DeKalb Avenue. Next stop, Lewis Avenue and Pulaski Street. This stop is Lewis Avenue and Pulaski Street. Next stop, Lewis Avenue and Willoughby Avenue. This stop is Lewis Avenue and Willoughby Avenue. Next stop, Lewis Avenue and Myrtle Avenue. Transfers available to the J, M and Z trains in B54. This stop is Lewis Avenue and Myrtle Avenue. Next stop, Lewis Avenue and Broadway. Transfers available to B46 and B47. This stop is Lewis Avenue and Broadway. Next stop, Broadway and Park Street. This stop is Broadway and Park Street. Next stop, Marcus Garvey Boulevard and Broadway. Transfers available to B43 and B57. This is the last stop. This stop is Marcus Garvey Boulevard and Broadway. This is B15 to Bed-Stuy Woodull Hospital. A fare is required to ride.